Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break Friday edition. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. Pretty good. And you?
I don't feel like you're fine. I feel like there was a
No,
hesitation, a pause. Like, what's going on?
no, I'm good. It's been a long, very busy week. I'm glad it's Friday afternoon. It's just about happy hour. I do have one thing I wanted to talk about, though, for sure. It just happened yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it on yesterday's show. But so I was working yesterday up in my main work office, and I have one of my Amazon Echo devices in that office near my desk, just the speaker kind, not the visual kind. And I was on Zoom calls, various meetings during the day, et cetera, et cetera. At some point in the afternoon, whatever, 2 or 3 o'clock, I got that little beep, it beeps and the little yellow ring light comes on to indicate you've got a notification, right? Which are typically for me things like, deliveries coming, et cetera, right? I didn't think that much of it. I also didn't want to ask Alexa for what the notification was while I'm, on a call with other people and, that kind of thing. And I didn't really think that much of it. And sometimes you get to like, whatever. I think I ordered some paper clips or something and probably the notification was, paper clips will arrive today or whatever. It's like not a big deal at all. And so the day goes on, whatever. And weather was kind of bad here yesterday. We had, storms, et cetera, and all that. After all that happens, I finally get back up to the office later in the evening, say, 7 o'clock or so. And I think, oh, finally, hey, Alexa, what's my notification? And Alexa says 2 new notifications. First, there's a tornado warning in your area right now, right?
No.
And then the second one was, there's still a tornado warning in your area right now. And I'm thinking to myself, Alexa put the same urgency behind there's a tornado warning in your area right now as it does with my paper clips were about to arrive, the next day. I'm glad the tornado didn't hit because I would have been unaware completely that. And I know I have other mechanisms.
You think it would like light up red, maybe. They need to have it light up red or some other color, right? If it's some sort of a big warning.
Yeah, so I think someone needs to look at this, the little bit of hierarchy of urgency of these notifications, because they're not all the same, is what I learned yesterday.
That's funny.
There were a couple tornadoes and not right where I live, but fairly nearby. There were a couple.
Close enough. But you're okay. Tornadoes did not get you.
I'm okay, but I'm unscathed by tornadic weather.
Very good. You know what is interesting, though, that you kind of talk about the notifications and how they're sort of all on the same level playing field, because I was listening to an NPR show yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. It doesn't matter. And they were talking about, it was a guy who was talking about, he's an author, he's written a book, it's on Amazon, and he was reading like all of his reviews, and 70 some odd % are positive, but then there's the negative ones. And he's like, these are the ones that keep me up at night, which, whatever. So he decided that he was going to start looking at, well, if they didn't like my book, what else? What do they like? Like, what do these people like?
That's clever. Okay.
And the one woman was like, she 5-starred a like multi-tier cupcake holder that was in pink and purple polka dots or something like that. And like somebody and another person that did not like his book 5-starred a gift card. And so his point was he was making himself feel better, like, well, I'm glad they don't like my book, right? But then they challenged him, like the interviewer challenged him and said, well, let's take the liberty of looking at the people that did 5-star your book. What do they like? Maybe they like something, more brilliant or something.
Right.
No, they also liked a gift card. So I guess
gift
the point
being, handy.
Is Amazon or other rating systems are the same way, right? Here's like a literary piece of work that is also compared equally to a gift card.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's things like that don't make sense, really. Rating scales. I think that's why you have to be careful. And also it made me think of something. I thought, we talk a lot about assessments and different companies that do varying types of assessments on people and performance and behaviors and such. And there can be too much. Not everything has to be reviewed. Not everything has to be rated. Not everything has to be assessed.
Yeah.
Like I hate that with Uber. When you're in an Uber, you're rating them, they're rating you. Everyone's acting fake. It's ridiculous, right? Like there are just some parts of my life I don't need to be rated.
Yeah. It's true that we're caught up in that excessive kind of feedback loop of rating things and evaluating things, and just like it used, like serendipity kind of goes away too, because you think about in the old days, right, before I call it before smartphones, essentially, right? Like you would maybe go to a new town and or be traveling somewhere and try a restaurant, maybe a concierge recommendation at the hotel, or maybe just look good to you, or maybe you walk by and look at the menu. Oh, I'll try it. Now we don't do that, right? We go onto Yelp or to TripAdvisor, and we have to read 35 reviews from people we don't know, and we have no idea what their tastes are really like, right? To decide what restaurant to go to, and you'll maybe only pick one though. Like if you do that, if you go onto Yelp or TripAdvisor, I don't think anybody decides, well, it's only 2.5 stars on Yelp, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to give it a shot, right? You just don't, right? And I know there's a little bit of playing it safe there. And I think there's some element to the wisdom of crowds, right? But they're maybe not always the best way to go. But yeah, I think that's
Matt Stylick just mentioned Black Mirror. Okay, Matt, help me remember. It was what was the name of the episode? Did you watch Black Mirror?
I am unfamiliar, Trish.
Okay, Netflix, you gotta watch Black Mirror. Oh my gosh, it's like the best show. But no, it was one where it was kind of like I don't know. It was like every single thing. There it is, Bryce Dallas Howard. All right, I'm sorry, I'm gonna put this up here. I can't remember the episode name, but yeah, Ron Howard's daughter, who's an actress, played the lead character, and like everything you did all day long, everything she did was being rated constantly. So if you interacted with someone at the coffee shop, they were rating you, you were rating them, and it just kind of snowballs, right? And every single thing, we get so fixated on our ratings.
I'm a bigger fan of the episode that had Potsy's daughter in it.
Okay, so I have a serious question then. We didn't obviously plan on talking about ratings all day, but I always wonder about, like, why are people out there taking time, to rate things like gift cards? A gift card is a gift card. Also,
pretty self-explanatory.
If something is bad, if you don't like it, do you really have to go out there and say you don't like it? I mean,
yeah, I was going to ask you that. I don't. Like, I would give a positive rating on Yelp or TripAdvisor if I had a really good experience at a restaurant or a hotel or something. But if I had just a so-so experience, I never would go on to a Yelp and say 3 stars or 2.5 stars. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I just can't imagine on anything. If I buy something, but I don't give it a bad rating. Oh, he said it's Nosedive. That's it. Thank you. Okay, you need to watch Black Mirror, Steve. So
I'll check in on it. Trish, I have
watch Nosedive.
I got a little quick quiz for you. You ready? This is newsy, so I do want to get to it today. And it's Friday. I'm trying to clean out my notebook here. Trish, take a guess. According to the World Happiness Report 2021, I'm guessing you didn't see this today.
I read it.
What is the happiest country in the world, according to the World Happiness Report 2021? I've got the top 5 here, but I'll ask you for the one.
Denmark.
Denmark is 3. That's a very good guess. You want one more guess, or you want me just to go 5 through 1?
Sweden.
Sweden didn't make the top 5, and I don't have the full list here. Number 5 is Netherlands.
Okay.
Number 4, Switzerland. Number 3, Denmark, which you got. Number 2, Iceland. Number 1,
Iceland.
Number 1, Finland. Finland comes in at the happiest country in the world. The USA, where we reside currently, and probably where most of the people watching this are domiciled, Trish, 14. And that's up a couple spots from last year, but 14. It's interesting for a lot of reasons. The main thing I'll say, and people can check out, it's a giant report, is the researchers found, though, even pre-COVID and post-COVID, there wasn't a lot of change in the rankings, relative rankings. There was a little bit of movement here and there, but not huge change. So basically their conclusion was, yeah, we're all going through this together all around the world. We're all being impacted kind of the same way. So our happiness up or down kind of stayed relatively consistent pre or post COVID. I thought that was pretty interesting, though.
That is. You know what? That goes along with, I was going to ask you if you knew like what special day today was. There's 2 I picked out. I
don't.
It is Let's Laugh Day.
Okay.
Because, celebrating laughter.
Oh, that's a good one.
Happiness, all that. It is also this is for everyone because we all need to observe this day. It is World Sleep Day.
Oh, yes, I did know that. I did hear that.
There is a theme: regular sleep, healthy future.
I like that. That's
I like
bumper.
that too.
That's bumper sticker worthy, I think, for sure.
We're all not sleeping well.
Yeah.
I want to sleep well tonight. Can I tell you what today is for me?
I've had the worst week of sleep of the whole year because of this time change thing. I do know the answer, Trish, but I'll play along. What is it, Trish?
Football is back. It is game day. I have my football and cheer mom shirt on.
You were geared up. Is that a custom job, or you can get that off the rack, that type of shirt?
Off the rack. I have my football helmet and football shimmery earrings on. I have my manicure with my son's football team colors, and I have my football bracelet on. I can't show you all of it. It's a lot.
I think we've got the point. You're prepped for football tonight.
Yes. So in Illinois, we did not get to have a football season last fall because of COVID. Almost every other state did, but we did not. And so now Illinois is having football. It starts tonight. They get 6 games, which we'll take it. 6
probably
is better
only playing
than none.
The first one tonight, though, right?
First one is tonight. Okay. It's a home game. It's also going to be senior night because they don't know, they don't want it shut down, obviously.
Playing the senior night.
20. Okay. Now, here's the thing. It's outdoor, obviously. Can only fill up 20% outdoor. Even though you can go in a restaurant at a higher percentage of people. I'm on my soapbox. Even though my kids can go to school 5 days a week now. So COVID can't get you if you're at school, but it can certainly get you, and it can't get you on the field or if you play a band instrument or if you're a cheerleader, but it can get you in the stands.
I don't know what to say. Write a letter to the editor, or I don't know, post something like
Who do we complain to?
Put an angry post on the Nextdoor app. Go wild there.
Yeah, I want to rate somebody.
I want to get to one last thing real quick because it's also timely. You mentioned Columbia, Illinois, when you moved, and the German thing yesterday. We talked about that. Trish, I researched this, Trish. The sister city of Columbia, Illinois is a city called Gedern, Germany, Trish.
Really?
Population 7,277. Here's the interesting thing, and we'll wrap. Genealogical research found, Trish, that most of the 156 people who emigrated from Gedern to the USA in the 19th century settled in the area of Columbia, Illinois. And here's the sad thing about our friends from Gedern. It's a small little town in the middle, smack in the middle of Germany, according to Wikipedia. Right. And this is the quote: "Today, Gedern is economically unimportant." That's cold, Wikipedia. Woo. So sorry, Gedern.
But yay, Columbia, Illinois. All right. Hey, listen, everyone. Thanks for watching every single day. Dr. Matt Stolick, thank you for the nosedive Black Mirror reference. If
too bad about your Michigan State Spartans last night, Matt, if you're still watching.
There you go. All right, everyone. Have an excellent weekend. I hope to be back on Monday with a really good football report for everyone. Football and cheer, because Carly is cheering tonight. I've got upperclassmen finally, so I'm ready. All right. Have a good weekend.